In the year 1967, a research student at Cambridge University, Jacqueline Bell, was studying distant radio sources from a special detector to find variation in radio signals. In September 1967, he detected a very strange radio signal which was unlike anything seen before. This radio signal was coming from the constellation of Vulpecula. This signal was strong, intense, and regular pulses of radio radiation. This radiation was repeating every 1.33728 seconds. This radiation was actually coming from a neutron star from deep space. This is how a neutron star was discovered. Neutron stars are actually a collapse core of massive stars which are 10 to 25 solar masses. When I say 10 to 25 solar masses, which means the stars have mass of about 10 to 25 times the mass of Sun. Yes, this much big star exists in our universe. So what happens? For the formation of neutron star, you must consider Chandrasekhar limit. In previous century, Indian physicist Subramaniam Chandrasekhar calculated a value which is known as Chandrasekhar limit, which tells us that if the core of any star has mass of about 1.4 times the mass of Sun or greater than that, and the complete star will collapse into its own core to form a neutron star. But any star in its core has nuclear fusion reaction going on. This nuclear fusion reaction converts hydrogen element into heavier element, which is helium, by fusion reaction. What happens? Two hydrogen nuclei fuse together to form helium, and helium further fuses to form carbon oxygen, and carbon oxygen further fuses to form magnesium, sodium, sulfur, etc. Then further nuclear fusion process goes on which leads to the formation of more heavier elements like lead, nickel, chromium, iron, etc. Not lead, sorry, nickel, chromium, iron, etc. So after this nuclear fusion reaction stops, when the star's life is completing, all the lighter elements in star are converted into heavier elements. Nuclear fusion reaction stops, and any star during its complete lifetime has two forces acting on it. One is gravity, which is contracting complete star in its core with extremely tremendous pressure, and second is nuclear fusion reaction, the energy released by nuclear fusion reaction. When two nuclei fuse together to form heavier element, it releases very high amount of energy. This energy is released from the star in form of light or photons. So when we see a sun, we feel sun very bright, very energy. So this energy and that light which is emitted from sun is actually generated by nuclear fusion reaction in its core. So from this energy, the nuclear energy released by nuclear fusion reaction opposes the force which is acted by gravity to contract complete star in its core. But after all the elements are converted into heavier elements, nuclear fusion reaction stops, and the gravity is only force which acts on star. So what happens after nuclear fusion reaction stops? The complete star, which is 10 to 20 times massive than the sun in volume, in size, contracts completely in its core. The core gets shrink, and complete star gets shrink into its core, which results into the radius of star shrinks into the radius of 20 to 15 miles, which is almost at the size of small cities. So this much how mass is compressed, and all the atoms are break together in this process. All the electrons and protons in an atom get combined together to form neutron, and complete star is made up of neutron. That's why it is known as neutron stars. So during the process when neutron star is formed, the complete star is collapsed under its own core, and during this process the star gets angular momentum, due to which a neutron star spins at very high speeds, nearly hundreds of times per second, hundreds of rotations per second. And any body which is spinning, it has also precession motion. For example, just like a top. If top is spinning, it has if this is top and it is spinning, and it has precession motion like this. Its axis also spins, rotates like this. So this is a precession motion which neutron star also have, and due to very high spinning speed of neutron stars emits radio waves from the both axis of its from the neutron star. So these radio waves travel light years across, and due to its precession motion, they get spread out into entire universe or entire galaxy. And when any planet, or when our planet Earth comes at the path of that beam of radio wave, and our detectors detect that waves, so we get regular pulses of radio waves which are repeating at every second regularly. Some time is given, some time is there of every neutron star. Just like Jocelyn Bell has discovered a neutron star, he got radio pulses, regular radio pulses. These radio pulses are emitted by neutron star by this way, because it has precession motion and it emits radio waves. So like this neutron star was discovered. And another thing about neutron star is that due to very high spinning speed, it generates very powerful magnetic field. A neutron star's magnetic field is 100 million to 1 quadrillion times powerful than Earth's magnetic field. And another second important thing about neutron star is the neutron star are very dense. If you remove 1 teaspoon material of neutron star, it will weigh billions of tons. That teaspoon material of neutron star may has the weight equal to weight of Mount Everest. So that much dense are the neutron stars. The neutrons, due to that high mass density, neutron stars have very powerful gravitational field. They have very high gravitational field. The gravitational field of neutron star is 200 billion times greater than the Earth's gravitational field. So neutron stars, in other words you may say, they are the monsters in our universe with extreme gravitational and magnetic field. The fastest spinning neutron star ever discovered is PSRJ 17482446. This is the name of fastest spinning neutron star. This neutron star spins at 716 times per second, or 43,000 RPM, revolutions per minute. So this is the fastest spinning neutron stars. So today in this video I have explained you about how neutron stars are formed, what are exactly neutron stars, what are the properties, etc. So if you have any doubts about this video, please put in the comment box. I will answer.